What's going on, guys? This is Luciana, and I am here to show you my Lyrilusc Tri-Brigade deck. I was gonna say birb deck, you know, because I always call it a birb deck. This is my birb deck. Look, my birb girls, you know. But now this is for the sake of avoiding confusion. This is my Lyrilusc Tri-Brigade deck, and it's running pretty fucking well, I would say. I'm gonna show you some replays and some stuff to give you a better idea of how it runs, and I'm gonna explain to you why these things work the way they do. So obviously, to start it off, we have 3 fractal. The kind of the point of, well, if you know Tri-Brigade, you know the point of this card, but basically you send it from your hand or field to the grave, and then you get to send any level 3 or lower BBW, Beast Warrior, Winged Beast Monster from your deck to the graveyard. And of course, he has the Tri-Brigade effect where you can banish all the shit from the graveyard. Sorry, not all the shit, you know what I mean. Any number of Beast Warriors, blah, 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 blah. Oh my god, you know what, you just do your research. This video will take a million years if I explain all their effects. But yeah, 3 fractal, and he can send Nerval, he can send Kit, which can send Nerval. Sometimes if you just need a bunch of monsters in there, it's not a bad idea to use Kit and, Nerval. Or, and this is my favorite one, he can send Cobalt Sparrow, and you can use Warbler to special summon Sparrow and search out literally any of your level 1 wing beasts, Nerval, Sapphire Swallow, all that stuff. So basically, 3 fractal, you have to. It's basically your one of your favorite starters. Fractal and Warbler equals full combo, Tanky, similarly, Tanky, which searches Fractal, plus Warbler equals full combo. Bird Call plus Fractal equals full combo. Yeah, anytime you have Warbler and Fractal, you got it going. Assuming they don't negate it, which usually you have so many plays, it's pretty hard for them to negate everything. You have 3 Nerval. Basically, it's another Tri-Brigade card. It has the same effect where it can banish cards from the graveyard as Link Summon, and it's a level 1 Wing Beast. So you can search it with Sapphire Swallow, with Cobalt Sparrow or Recital Starling. And one of the cool things you can do with it is you can either use it as material for Recital Starling or whatever, one of your level 1 XEs, or you can use it to go into banish cards from the graveyard, go into Fairjet, then link into some Morg, and then you get a search off of Nerval, and you get a basically send something back and grab another card from Fairjet, basically. Then you have Kit, who basically is there to dump Nerval just to get extra cards in there. Plus, it's an extra name, so you can use another Tri-Brigade card if you need to. You run 2 Karis, because it lets you extend a little further, and you can special summon it. So dope. And it lets you dump things in the graveyard, so if you brick on your Tri-Brigade cards a little bit, sometimes that happens. If you have, like, Karis and Kit, you can ditch Kit, and then just get, send Nerval, grab Fractal, or, grab, you know what I mean? Like, usually Fractal, you would go for Fractal. Then you got, 3 Warbler, the best card in the deck, pretty much, undeniably. Best monster anyway. And it basically, if you don't know, I'll actually explain some of the Lyriluscs, because I'm sure some of you don't know. Some of them are OCG, so I kind of want to show you like how dope this deck is going to be when we get some of these OCG cards that are coming out in Secret Storm. So this is Warbler. If you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is special summoned from the hand, you can special summon 1 Lyrilusc monster from your hand or graveyard. So basically, you use it to grab Cobalt Sparrow or Celeste Wagtail, and typically the best target is Cobalt Sparrow. But it's not bad if you have this and Wagtail, because you can grab a bird call. And the reason you would grab a bird call is because it helps you, if you've already activated bird call, grabbing a bird call lets you kind of like have an option next turn. It gives you more plays next turn. Because if they wipe your board, you know, which it's pretty hard to fucking do, but if they do it, you can literally just build another fucking board, like, so fast. Like, they could have all the negates in the world. You have fucking, you know, you have Forbidden Droplets. It's pretty hard for them to stop all of your combos. You also have Harpy's Feather Storm, just brutal. And I'll explain those in a second. You run Sapphire Swallow to basically, well, it's kind of obvious, but I'll explain it real quick. If you control a Winged Beast type monster, you can special summon both this card and one level 1 Winged Beast monster from your hand. So Nerval, you know, Cobalt Sparrow, Barrel Canary, Celeste Wagtail, all that, you know. Not Barrel Canary, you wouldn't go for Barrel Canary or Warbler, but you can basically do that to get 2 monsters. And then if he's, it is Exceed summon, so if it's used as material for the effect of an Exceed, for the summon of an Exceed, you can target 1 Lyrilusc monster in your graveyard, attach it to the Exceed as material. So basically, it's good for a couple reasons. It gets you an instant Recital Starling, and also you can use Barrel Canary to grab it, and you know, go into Ensemble Robin, and then Ensemble Robin, because of Sapphire Swallow, will gain the effect to grab Cobalt Sparrow, which will basically ensure it cannot be targeted with card effects. I mean, Samorg will protect it from being targeted anyway, but if they will somehow get rid of Samorg and not your other cards, then you know, you got a card that can be targeted, and plus it's just more material, so you can have like 4 bounces on Ensemble Robin, and yeah. So and then Celeste Wagtail, you know, so that's 4, like. You know, this, so, like, Barrel Canary plus Sapphire Swallow plus Cobalt Sparrow plus Celeste Wagtail, 4 fucking bounces. Dope. Yeah, and then, of course, the card that everyone shits on, and, you know, I understand it, because, you know, you're like, well, why the fuck would you run this? And, you know, Lyrilusc Tri-Brigade. Well, the thing is, you wouldn't run it in Tri-Brigade Lyrilusc, where you run less, you know, Lyrilusc cards. But, to be fair, I was like that at the beginning. I was like, well, why the fuck would you run this? And then I kind of built this version of the deck. I have another version of the deck where it's less Lyrilusc cards, you know? But this is really, really good, because you only run it as 1 of, because if you hit 2 of it, you're kind of fucked. You don't really want to hit this at the beginning of your turn, but it lets you just build ridiculous shit, and it also protects you from Tactics Talent. It is a worse version of Warbler, but the point is, Warbler is once per turn. Barrel Canary lets you build Ensemble Robin. So you'll have, your typical board will be Samorg, Barrier Statue, Utopic Future Dragon, and the Ensemble Robin. And you can have a number of different, you know, boards, but that's typically the one you start on, and if they wipe that board, it's no problem. But it's very fucking hard to do, yeah, it's really good. You kind of use it this last thing you use on that turn, but if you have to only start with your Xyz, it's not that bad. You kind of have this plus Ensemble Robin. You'll probably survive the turn, almost definitely, but it rarely comes to that. I mean, I think I've only done that like 2 or 3 games, you know, in the times that I played this, and I was just fine, because I negated the shit out of their stuff, and I bounced everything, and then I went into my Tri-Brigade plays, because I, you know, would draw into Tri-Brigade or search one, so, then Celeste Wagtail is, here because, if you special summon it, you get to search, Bird Call, which will set you up for the follow-up turn, I can't really express how good Bird Call is. I know a lot of fucking Lyrilusc players, you know, I love you guys. You're all fucking chads just for fucking playing the deck, you know, and not, you know, fucking Judas, being Judases and fucking playing Zodiac Tri-Brigade. You fucking, I have a Zodiac Tri-Brigade deck too, but I'll always prefer my burbs. But, you know, a lot of Lyrilusc players, I really don't want to be disrespectful. They do not know how to play this fucking deck, and it drives me a little insane, because I see them playing like 3 of this and like 3 Barrel Canaries and fucking. And like 2 or 3 Barrel Canaries and a fucking bird sanctuary, and it's garbage. Like, you don't need fucking bird sanctuary. You don't want fucking bird sanctuary. You want to search your fucking Bird Call for follow up. Like, I don't understand. It's so fucking bad. But anyway, I don't want to be too mean, and I'm sorry. But anyway, just drives me crazy. But anyway, this is my favorite deck, so if I'm a little passionate, that's why. So here is Barrier Statue of the Stormwinds. Obviously, it says neither player can special summon monsters except wind monsters. You know what Ash Blossom does. I'm not going to explain that. You run 3 of that. You run 3 Droll and Lockbird. You run 3 Pot of Prosperity. Lets you search. You're typically just going to banish 3 cards. This isn't Flunderies, though I will have a Flunderies deck profile for you. So if they negate this, though, you have like three, every fucking Tri-Brigade card except like Karis is a searcher, and you have Tanky to search stuff. You have fucking Bird Call to search stuff. Sometimes you'll use this as a decoy just because they'll negate it. And so same with Tanky. Sometimes you'll just decoy them with these, and it's funny. So yeah, you run 3 Pot of Prosperity, 3 Tanky, 3 Bird Call, and if y'all don't know what this does, it's broken. It's not broken, but it's the best it could possibly be. The best fucking Lyrilusc searcher we could have asked for. Add your hand or send to the graveyard 1 Lyrilusc monster from your deck. Then you can special summon 1 Lyrilusc monster with a different name from your hand. And that second part you can special summon, so it's optional. You don't have to do it. You don't have to waste your one of your monsters if you want to combo off with it. If you had like Sapphire Swallow and you didn't want to like special summon one of these on their own, you could totally just not do it, and it just lets you. It's basically just lets you add a Warbler to your hand. You like run 6 Warbler, so you're fine. And if you don't hit Warbler, it's not the end of the world. You can still combo off with the whole Tri-Brigade package. To be honest, if you just hit the Tri-Brigades, you're fine. But if you hit the Lyrilusc and the Tri-Brigades, you're fucking going. So you know what I mean. Both sides of the deck can run pretty well on their own. So yeah, 3. Let's see. 1 Called by the Grave. My bad. 3 Forbidden Droplet. Y'all probably know what this does. It's basically here just because you don't like going second. This Bird Up has never liked going second, and this basically says that you can, if you don't hit it, you can still usually power through their negates. They have to have like 5 fucking negates for you to, for you to lose enough resources to slow down a lot of the time. Or at least that's the way it, is for me when I do all the combos. I'm usually not fucking worried about it. I'm really smart with them, I think. I'm sorry, that sounds a little cocky. I don't mean that. I'm a little tricksy, a little conniving. You can send any number of other cards from the hand and or field to the graveyard. Choose that many effect monsters your opponent controls and until the... Why the fuck am I explaining this? Anyway, But you don't care if any of these are in the graveyard. You can use Forbidden Droplet to send Cobalt Sparrow. You can use it to send Wagtail, and those don't matter. If you send those, hell, if you send fucking Kit or Nerval, win. So a lot of the time, you just do not give a shit about discarding. And to be honest, you benefit from things being in your graveyard because of these. And most of these are good in the graveyard because you special summon them or you get effects from them, blah, 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 blah. It's fucking dope in this deck. I can't tell you how many times this card has won me games. They'll have fucking Appaloosa, Borreload Savage, fucking Herald of Ultimateness, fucking... all these fucking cards, Dragoon, and I'll fucking Forbidden Droplet them, and I'll just go into my Warbler combo and win. Hell, if you're really that worried, you can fucking Zeus the shit out of them. But usually you don't want to Zeus them because you can go into all your fucking combos, your Sure Eggs, your fucking, you know what I mean. Zeus is kind of like the last ditch effort a lot of the time. You know how it is. And then you run 3 Harpy's Featherstorm. Which is broken as shit, and it's only really locked behind the fact that nobody is using Windwing Beast right now, and drives me a little crazy. This is the big thing that we have that Zodiac Tri-Brigade does not have, and this card is criminally underrated, in my opinion. Basically, if I have any of my Lyriluscs, if I have some Morg, if I have any of my Windwing Beasts, your opponent doesn't get to have their turn. Basically, if you control a Windwing Beast monster until the end of this turn, negate any monster effects your opponent activates. And if you have a Harpy monster, you can activate it from your hand, but we don't have a Harpy monster, we don't care about that. In my side deck, I for locals, I'm not showing the side deck because it's for local stuff. I'm your locals is different, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, basically, if it's destroyed, you can add a Harpy's Feather Duster. So yeah, it's a really broken card. The Harpy's Feather Duster part's like whatever, but the fact that it just says your opponent can't have a turn, ridiculous. I love it so much. Anyway, here is my extra deck is Zeus. Fucking dope. This is my favorite deck because it's a bunch of cute burbs that form together to create a fucking Gundam, and it's awesome. Like, you can't tell me this isn't like one of the coolest cards ever. Anyway, Utopic Future Dragon. This is a new card, so you probably don't know what this one does. We always summon it with Utopic Future. We don't really summon it with its own requirement. Maybe you've seen it if you've been watching Lyrilusc deck profiles and whatnot. But basically, you can also exceed this summon this card by using a number F0 Utopic Future you control as material. Transfer its material to this card. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a monster effect quick effect, you can detach one material from this card, negate the activation. Then if your opponent controls that monster, take control of it. This is one of the big fucking boss monsters of the deck, and I think a lot of people are probably going to overlook it because it's very anime-ish, A lot of people overlook the anime cards. But with Recital Starling, it's a little crazy because basically you go to Recital Starling, Oh, and if your opponent interrupts these with like Nibiru or something, you don't fucking care. You just get a bunch of monsters in your graveyard. You're like, I haven't normal summoned yet. I don't give a fuck. You're just gonna get Nibiru'd and you just thank them. You have like 10 monsters in your graveyard. You're fine. You get to go into all your fucking Tri-Brigade plays. You don't give a shit. So this is just an option. Like, I really can't stress that enough. Like, some people will be like, oh, what if you can't go into it? It's a little clunky. Like 90, 70, 80, I think like 80% of the fucking time you're going to be able to go into this. Like, if you play it right, if you play it smart. And it is annoying. This basically lets you go into it by using the Recital Starlings, as I explained. Use a Symbol Nightingale because Zeus. Because it can attack directly, and the second you attack with any Ixie monster, you put Zeus on top of it, obviously. You use Ensemble Robin, who basically, she gains 500 attack for each material attached to it. If your opponent special summons a monster, except during the damage step, you can detach one material from this card, then target one of those monsters, return it to the hand. If this card is in this card in your possession is sent to the graveyard by opponent's card, you can target one other Lyrilusc monster in your graveyard, add it to the hand. So yeah, it's super fun because it's not once per turn, the bounce, and yeah, you can just you can get like 4 bounces on it, and just ruin your opponent's life. If they get through Barrier Statue, they still have to get through this. So, I also can't stress enough. A lot of people who look at Bird Up think, oh, it's just about turboing out Barrier Statue. But no, this is just to slow the opponent down. Sometimes they can't get through it, sometimes. But other times, if they get through it, you don't really give 2 shits. You can fucking, you got enough cards to survive till next turn, and then if you survive till next turn, you can OTK them, or you can just fucking deplete their resources so much they'll just fucking give up. So this is just an option. Like I said, a lot of people just think this is the whole point of the deck. It's not. This is just part of the deck. So yeah, this really helps. But I'd only run it as a one of. I try to make sure this side deck's a little minimalistic. The only card I run as a fucking 3 of is Recital Starling. And the reason being is because 2 of them go into Utopic Future, which goes into Utopic Future Dragon. But 3 is, I run 3 because if both of these get, if I get interrupted with a Nibiru or something, I like to have an extra for follow-ups. And it basically searches, every power card in the deck, minus Fractal. Nerval, it searches Warbler, it searches Cobalt Sparrow, Sapphire Swallow, Beryl Canary, Celeste Wagtail. This card is fucking dope. It is so good. It's like the best Lyrilusc in the extra deck. So excellent. I tried it as a 2 of, but it's just not worth it. You have to run it as the 3 in this version of the deck. I think anyway. I really like it. Then you run 1 Link Karibo. You know, it's kind of an option if you're if you can't go into a full combo, but you have some Morgan Barrier statue, you can have Link Kuribo and it can protect you, and it's really nice because it's very easy to get out. You run, and it can also unbrick you if you have Nerval in your hand, but you're kind of like, you don't have any other ways of getting things out, so that's nice. You run 1 Farrajet. This card's really good, obviously. I think everyone knows what Farrajet does, but it's really good in this. I mean, it's good in every Tri-Brigade deck, but it has some really cool uses in this, because let's say you don't have Warbler, you can still use it to special summon Cobalt Sparrow, or if you go into your Warbler combo, and you want to, like, so you use Warbler and Cobalt Sparrow, basically, you know, you've already used Cobalt Sparrow's effect, you can use it to special summon Wagtail or something, you know. You can do so many things with it. You can use, and then you could Sapphire Swallow with Nerval, all that stuff. Like, it's so good because it gives you so many plays, like, just using this with Wagtail or this with Sparrow. Like, it's excellent. Like, and plus it just lets you send bricks back. So if you hit, like, 2 Prosperity, you can send 1 back. Or if you hit, like, you know, 2 of these, you can send 1 back. It's so good. You know, all that doesn't happen much, you know, but the bricks. But you can, then we have 1 Double Dragon Lords. Basically, if you don't really feel, if you don't have, like, access to your Ensemble Robin, you usually do, but this is still a great option. And plus, if they out Ensemble Robin, you can get another bouncer. So, and this is really, really good. And sometimes I'll encounter, like, a match, like, against a really stubborn ass deck that just makes it impossible for me to use Ensemble Robin. So I just, you know, I'll bring this bad boy out, and I'll bounce their problem cards. And then I run 1 Samorg. It's more than just for Barrier Statue. It's also for protecting your Lyriluscs, and at the end of your opponent's turn, you can summon like a Sparrow or something, one of your Searchers, and it really helps. So it's kind of like, it's this card that they have to out because it gives you so much hand advantage, and it's surprisingly easy to keep it on the board if your opponent doesn't have, like, Lightning Storm or anything. So it's just, it's really fun. I don't run Rendezvous because it's a brick, and I don't really like running bricks, and I don't really care about protecting the Barrier Statue that much. I just don't give a shit. I always have follow-ups, and I deplete so many of the opponent's resources just from them trying to attack the Barrier Statue. You know what I mean? Get rid of it. Like, they lose so much advantage that I just don't care. I think of it like birds. You know, you basically attack them, you know, like en masse until they are just weakened, and you just fucking peck the living fucking life out of them. It's great. It's a clunky quote, but you know what I mean. You run 2 Shureg because a lot of the time, if you're dealing with someone that can't be, you know, killed fast, you can just banish the shit out of their cards. It's dope. It searches your stuff. I don't really have to explain Shureg. It's the best. And then we run 1 Appaloosa for extra negates. You don't always go into it, but it's definitely helpful. And anyway, that's the deck. Let me show you the replays so you can kind of get a feel for how this is. These are against my beautiful fiance, who is the other, you know, the other person on the channel, always doing video games with me, and she always keeps my craziness in check. Say hi, Nina.
Hello.
All right. So this first match is called Burbageddon, and I can't exactly remember why, but here we go. We're gonna try this one. All right. Let's see. So as you can see, I'm special summoning, you know, all this, the Warbler combo, Subtle Starling. Yeah. And this was a bit of a weird hand. It's a bit of a brick. It's not like a good hand. You know what I mean? But I'm kind of showing you, like, what this can do with a weird hand. You know what I mean? This is kind of what it can do with a hand that's not perfect. It's a bit iffy. But we still managed to create Utopic Future Dragon and a big-ass Ensemble Robin. So
that Barrier Statue is a killer.
Yes.
Now, I'll pause real quick.
Pause?
Yeah. Now, mind you, I want to show guys this. I can still special summon things because of my Lulu, and a lot of my cards are actually green, wind, so I can actually do this. So this is actually a formidable deck for this Lyrilusc deck, and I just wanted to say that as a blurb because,
Yeah,
even with the barrier statue, and I can play through it and everything. It's this deck is pretty solid.
yeah, but the barrier statue is mostly there to slow the virtual worlds down, so they can't do everything they want. They have to enter the battle phase to get rid of it. You know what I mean?
And if you don't have wind monsters, it's a great lock.
Exactly, it's a great lock because if they don't draw their wind monsters or whatever, and also I have Forbidden Droplet face down here, so the both of these, basically, all of this is going to deplete their opponent's resources until they can't play next turn, and I'll have a follow-up with Fractal. And, if they don't destroy some more, I get, an additional search by summoning Cobalt Sparrow. So, it's just, it's a bit brutal. Yeah, so...
Yeah.
But she didn't hit the best hand either, because she hit 2 Ash Blossom, and, sadly, this isn't the best one to show you, obviously, but that's why I'm showing it to you, you know what I mean? I'm showing you it because it's not it's not our optimal hand. It's not either of our optimal hand, but, all these plays, I felt like it was a valid one to show you. So let me show you the next free play real quick. This one is called, let's see, March of the Penguins is Flunderies, which I have to make soon. This one's called Warble Time because I love Warbler. And it's against Drytron. It's against Nita's Drytron. And so this is a bit of a weird hand as well. But we have that was a weird hand from you too, baby.
Yeah, it was
I'm not showing them the best replays, am I?
No, I mean, no, but at least we can show.
I show them the combos.
Yeah, the combos.
All right. But yeah, the Bird Call, the Warbler combo is the best combo in the deck. If you get into that, you usually get a ton of hand advantage. So, you go into this. My poor Nina.
What?
You bricked on the hand. It makes me sad.
Oh. It's okay.
She was giving me hell with the Drytron earlier. Let's see, earlier today. So yeah, we got a little weird one, but we got Featherstorm and Utopic Future Dragon. So even if they somehow out the Future Dragon, we still got Feather Duster. Featherstorm. So we're on pretty solid ground. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure she just lost the second Featherstorm activated. We get Warbler back, so we're good. Attack, and then negate, and attack for game. Let's see if I can find a game that doesn't suck real quick. Extreme Bird Party sounds promising. Let's do that one. All right.
Sure, yeah.
This is actually not that bad because it has 2 Warblers and 2 Tankies, but that is a full Warbler combo, so, Oh, yeah, and this is the one you Lightning Storm me on.
It is?
Yeah, this kind of shows you...
Oh, yeah.
It shows you what this deck can do even after being Lightning Stormed. So here we go. The Recital Starlings they give you so much advantage. Yeah, Unfair Jet, Special Summons Wagtail, searching me a Bird Call, so I have additional follow-ups. There we go. And Bird Call grabs Barrel Canary. And this is why I really think Barrel Canary is a little underrated in Lyrilusc Tri-Brigade, because it can really do some cool shit. Like I said, you only want to run it as one of because it can be a brick. So, yeah, Lightning Storm. But then we chain Featherstorm. We grab an additional Lyrilusc from the grave because of Ensemble. And then we just boop. And this should be just game for us because they can't activate effects. I accidentally activated Utopic Future. I kind of forgot I activated Featherstorm. So that was my bad. I just wasn't paying attention. But yeah, we basically have this one. We're just going for the OTK now. And I believe this is the one where I attach a ton of materials to on Assembled Nightingale. And this is the only game I've actually done this much damage with an Assembled Nightingale. I usually just use it for Zeus, you know? But yeah, it did 4,000 damage! So, yeah, like, that's crazy. That's unusual, believe me. You don't usually go for that. Let's see, where the fuck is, another one? Here we go. This is a weird one. It's called, it's a JoJo reference, actually, the name of it. I think it's, I negated your negate of my negate, JoJo. So, as you can see, we have Warbler combo. So, it's gonna be a bit mean. Because Warbler combo is, really good. Let's see, obviously.
Oh, is this that one, Okay.
Yeah, this is like a wild one. Let's see, you have Rash, which negates stuff, right? Rash negates stuff, right? And then so does Ultimateness.
Rash doesn't really negate, I don't think, but that was insane. Yeah. That was insane right there.
Yeah, and yeah, that was crazy. There we go. You negated my negate.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Of your negate. So yeah, we go Recital Starling. Yeah, Nerval.
Oh
yeah, like I was so baffled by that. I started laughing.
Because it's bloody insane.
Yeah. I have one where I get Nibiru'd. I need to find that one. Because that's kind of what I wanted to show people, to kind of show them that we don't give a shit about Nibiru.
Yeah, yeah.
And we kind of disrespected Barrel Canary there because I couldn't find a good use for this game. I wanted to banish Ultimateness, you know? And then I got my Warbler combo for next turn, you know? So, we're good, but you know, I think she scoops here because it's just, yeah.
Yeah.
You just couldn't overcome that one. I'm sorry, my baby.
No, you're good. You're good.
Let's see. Let's see. Let me find. Let's see. Which one is this? Is this the weird? This is the sad one with the diviner. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this one.
Yeah. This one was sad because it was.
You guys will see. It's pretty sad.
But yeah, like you don't want to start with Barrel Canary because you want to search it with like Cobalt Sparrow, Bird Call, or you know, Recital Starling. You don't want to start with it, and it was a bit unfortunate, but I'm going to show you why it doesn't really matter that much. Because you can still go into your Lyrilusc plays and all that, you know? So, let's see here. Oh, but we got Warbler combo anyway, so never mind. This is not the game I get to use. I have to use Canary on. Yeah, but that's why Forbidden Droplets there, because that Herald would have fucked us up, you know. And she didn't want to use Herald of Orange Light because she didn't want to get rid of her Diviner of the Heralds. She was worried about her follow-up game. And I personally think she should have gone for it. Because,
but it was a hard, like, okay, I have Diviner in my hand. I would have to basically get rid of that and my other fairy, the Orange Herald, because in order to actually do that, in order to actually like negate something. It would have helped me, but I couldn't shake the idea of me just me not having a second turn.
Exactly, and plus you drew into another Herald, so you didn't
that was just really bad
you would have
luck.
lost that one, yeah.
Yeah, I think just no matter what, I would have lost that one.
Yeah, that's fair. This one's called Brick City. What is this one? Let's see. Oh, okay. This seems like a promising one. I don't think I've shown them this one yet. Oh, because I bricked. I bricked on, yeah. This is the one where I bricked really hard on Nerval and Celeste Wagtail. These are two... You never want to fucking... Unless you have Warbler, you don't want to draw this card. Like, it definitely... it's not the end of the world if you draw it, but... See, I managed to get managed to get Fractal. Yeah, I did that to bait them out. And I just summoned Nerval. I should have probably grabbed, actually, no, I did it right, because if I grabbed Warbler, they just would have negated it, and I wouldn't have, Monster in the Grave. It just would have been pointless. And I think this searches Bird Call, which is going to search Warbler. So this is showing you how I can get out of a brick. Which is, pretty well. Like, I think even if the odds were a little higher, if it was more than just a Herald of Ultimateness, I think, I would have been fine, because, this deck can unbrick very well. I mean, Tri-Brigade's just good at that. Then we go into some Morg, and...
Bloody true,
yeah. There we go. It's always sad to see, like, Harold just not do anything, though.
I know.
Yeah.
It sucks so much.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. I defeat her a lot with this. So ha!
Yeah, she beat the shit out of me today. It was a little abusive.
Yes, I'm very good at abusing.
Oh, let's see. This is did I play this one already? This was.
Let me see.
This was Sad Face. Yeah, this is the Nibiru one. This is the one. Okay, so this is gonna let me show you how I play through Nibiru, which is just I don't give a shit about Nibiru. It's Lyrilusc. If your Lyrilusc deck cares about Nibiru, you're not playing Lyrilusc right. So here you go. Yeah, she Nibiru'd me. Go ahead and fucking just Shreg. Go and
This is awesome. This is awesome. She actually survives a Nibiru, and I can't believe it. I cannot believe it.
Yeah. And yeah, Forbidden Droplet. Yeah, like you don't get a perfect like a perfect field if you survive Nibiru, but you literally have Warbler combo in hand.
Mm-hmm.
You have Bird Call and Fractal instant combo. You have Barrier Statue to slow them down, and so a lot of the time they can't overcome it. If you stop them with but we don't have the means to stop them at the moment. But Forbidden Droplet is really good here. Because like we just chain that. We got rid of our own Samorg, the only time I've ever done that, I think. And yeah, now they can activate Zulkin to go into Crystal Wing, and they have to go into Dragoon, but they don't have any cards in hand because they, wasted it on. So now we're gonna go ahead and yeah, we send Nerval, and yeah. She didn't actually rage quit there. She's not like that. The internet derped at that very moment, which made me a little sad.
Yeah.
It was kind of predictable. It was just gonna be double A Zeus and all that. So yeah. So that's those are the replays. Yeah. Hopefully that helps you kind of understand how the deck runs. It's insanely consistent. I showed you how it runs even with the bricks, and yeah, it's a little crazy. I hope you liked it. I hope to help you out, and if you ever want any like tips and tricks about running Lyrilusc Tri-Brigade, not sure who would listen to me, but if you ever want any, just let me know and I'll make a video on it. All right, thanks so much.
Yep.
Bye bye. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment and all the good shit. Have a good night, or whatever day, or whatever the fuck it is in your time zone. All right, bye-bye.
Bye.